So now we're talking half angle identities, meaning, do you guys agree? If they want the cosine of 15 degrees, do you agree 15 degrees is not on my unit circle? But is there some angle that I could divide by 2 that gets me 15? Yeah, is there an angle on my unit circle that if I divide it by 2 gets me 15? You agree 30 divided by 2 gets me 15. So you guys, in this case, I'm going to say cosine of 15 is the same as the cosine of 30 over 2. Have I changed my problem? No, 30 over 2 is just 15. But what that does for us, you guys, that tells us what the alpha is. Now my alpha is 15. And now I'm just going to go plug in that alpha right there. I'm sorry. Wow, that alpha is not 15. Isn't that alpha 30? Yes. What a goober. Sorry, guys. My alpha is 30. My alpha is 30. Okay, here's the deal, you guys. Notice that these equations all have a plyness in front of them. All of them have a plyness, yeah? Because it's saying, what is the cosine at this angle? Think about this real fast. You have to choose if we're going plus or minus. The x-coordinate at 15 degrees, would it be positive or negative if I went right into that first quadrant? It's going to be positive. So boom, we're going to use the positive. Okay, so we're going to just use the positive. We don't have to write the positive square root, but you can if you want. Just be like, oh, I took care of it. Did the 30 influence that? No. It's all about what this original one's going to be, and we'll run into that again. You guys, we're going to just go use this then. We got 1 plus the cosine of our alpha we said was 30 over 2. That's it. Use your unit circle. What's the cosine at 30? Root 3 over 2. So you guys, this is ugly. 1 plus root 3 over 2 all over a half, right? And our calculators, I know our calculators aren't going to be helpful because I don't want to type in square roots in my calculator. So here's what we got to do, people. Go get common denominators right here. Let's go get common denominators. What would this turn into if I wanted to add 1 plus root 3 over 2? 2 plus root 3 over 2? I agree. Liv's saying, well, 1 over would be the same as 2 tooths. Isn't 2 over 2 the same as 1? Okay. So, Liv, you down with saying I got a big old root, and then I got a 2 plus a root 3. I got a root in a root, Liv? And we do. And this is all under a huge root. My huge root does not even look good. Let me write that again. We got huge root 2 plus root 3 over 2 over 2. You guys, do these 2's cancel? Why not? It's not in the denominator. If it was like that, they would cancel, but it's not. So we got to think, dividing by 2 is the same as multiplying by 1/2. You guys, good job. So I've got a root. 2 plus root 3 over 2. Divided by 2 is the same as multiplying by 1/2. Whoa. Multiply straight across. 2 plus root 3 times 1 is just going to get me a 2 plus root 3. Over 2 times 2? 4. Boom. Here's the deal. You might doubt yourself. So you're going to go to your calculator. You're going to make sure that you are in degrees. I'm going to go type in what's the cosine of 15. And then I'm going to go type in this huge root. Root 2 plus root 3. And then I pray. And I'm like, whoo! They equal. That's called a half angle identity. Meaning, if we can find some angle to divide by 2, half of it, to equal what I started with, it can help us find values on this unit circle that aren't staring us in the face. Eh? Okay. Let's try this next one. That's it. That's it. We did it. Tan of 225. You guys, what are we going to do to find alpha? What divided by 2 gets me 22.5? What could we do to that? Can't you just double it to find out what number? Yeah. So we're going to say, all right, this is the same as the tangent of 45 over 2. You will always just double this angle to figure out what that alpha is every time. Is 45 on my unit circle? Yeah. Okay. So my alpha is now 45. Question though, will the tangent of 22.5 degrees be positive or negative? Y over X. Anything in the first quadrant is going to be positive, right? So when it says plus or minus, we're just going to do the positive one. Again, you don't need to write that positive, but we would need to write the negative. So now we got 1 minus the cosine. What's our alpha? 45. Liv, you were on this. Over 1 plus cosine of 45. Notice that like we don't have plus and minuses within the equations like we did with those double angle identities. It's kind of nice. We got to go to our unit circle, you guys. The worst part of this is the algebra, really. What's the cosine at 45?
root 2 over 2.
Perfect. And then so on the top, I've got 1 minus root 2 over 2. And on the bottom, I've got 1 plus root 2 over 2. Oh, golly, people. Oh, actually, things are going to happen nicely here. Things are going to happen nicely. Let's get condoms. What's this 1 going to turn into? A blank over blank. 2 over 2. Isn't this just really a 2-tooths? So on top, do you agree I'd have 2 minus root 2 over 2? On the bottom, would I have another 2-tooths? And I have a 2 plus root 2 over 2? Wow. Gamby, can I do this now? Yeah, he says, okay. Now that those denominators match, my 2-tooths are gone. But you guys, this is literally insane. We now have a big old root, 2 minus root 2, 2 plus root 2. What do we have to do? The conjugate, right? Because we don't have a fraction within a fraction, right? But dividing by this thing, if we've got a root in the bottom, we got to multiply by the conjugate. Gross. What's the conjugate? This is good algebra practice. 2 minus root 2. It happens to match the numerator. It doesn't matter. Guys, this big old root out here, boop, he's just chilling. We don't have to worry about that big old root. It just is staying. What we do need to do is go distribute what's inside. What's my 2 times 2 going to get me? 4. Then I'd have plus or minus 2 root 2. Oh, yeah, minus 2 root 2. And then would I have minus again? And then we'd end with plus 2. Sheesh, that's just the top. The bottom should be nicer because we've got the conjugate on the bottom. Things will cancel. This is a lot. This is a lot. 2 times 2? 4. And then isn't this minus 2 root 2 plus 2 root 2? Bless up. And we'd end with minus 2? Here we go, people. Here we go. Here we go. On top. 4. Okay, on top, do you agree we got a big old root? Don't forget about that big old root, Danny. Big old root. Then we got 6. And then what do these become when I combine negative 2 root 2 minus 2 root 2? Minus 4 root 2. Awesome. And if you struggle with that, it's really the root is like an x. Negative 2x minus 2x is negative 4x. And all that's over 2. Oh my gosh, you guys were almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. What does everything have in common?
2.
Can I go 2, 2, 2? Divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. Final answer. Root 3 minus 2 root 2? Dude, that's nutty. Do we believe it? That's the...
Are we allowed to keep the root 2 inside?
We can. Yes, totally. So now I'm going to go to my calculator and I'm going to say tan of 22.5. Is that the same as root 3 minus 2 root 2? Whew. We're going to do 6 on page 13. Let's do 6. Okay, let's try 6. Which side do you want to work with? The left side. I agree. And I'm just going to remind us, I'm going to paste this because on the right side, I do see this guy, which I do know we have a formula for. So I might just write that down just in case I were to get close to that maybe we've got that answer. But to your point over here, we got to go simplify. Maybe distribute sine plus cosine times sine plus cosine. And then something that might trick you is don't forget to bring down that minus 1. Let's do it. Let's distribute. What is sine times sine? Sine squared. Thanks, G. What about sine times cosine? Sine cosine. What about another sine cosine? 1 sine cosine plus 1 sine cosine is going to be 2 sine cosines. Hey, Liv, you want to know what I like about that? This over here. I'm like, okay, at least I see it. Okay. What about over here, y'all? What are we going to get when we distribute that? Plus a cosine squared. Don't forget to bring down that little minus 1. You guys. Bless you. What's sine squared plus cosine squared? That's a good reminder. That's 1. So I'd have a 1 plus 2 sine theta, cosine theta. Don't forget to bring down my minus 1. Did we do it? Because what happens with my 1s? They cancel. And I know 2 sine theta cosine theta is equal to the sine of 2 theta. We got to get it equal to what we started with.